Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome back. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you are returning, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful that you guys have been showing up with me as I've been showing up for you. And yeah, it just feels really good. So I kept hearing the message around alignment. We all come into this life to align with ourself, with the self of ourselves that came here to learn, to grow, to expand, to gain knowledge, wisdom, medicine. And the card that came out today, because I'm going to be working with cards and a little bit of energy that's coming through for healing. I opened up sacred space before I hit record today, but this card of Knight of Water, and this would be the Knight of Cups. And so I kept hearing when I was holding this card, because that's kind of how I read energy, is when I'm holding something, when I'm connecting with it and tuning in, is that you're entering something. You're entering into something. An entryway is opening. An entryway of, I'm hearing self-forgiveness, of self-acknowledgement, but also to have and experience a little fun with it. So not to be so serious about what you are forgiving or who you need to forgive or what you're working on. It is about surrendering, okay, to the very act and courageous bravery that it takes to surrender. Because surrendering isn't always easy, right? It isn't always rainbows and butterflies, you guys. It is sometimes acknowledging that you are entering a new stage of your life. You are entering a new relationship. You are entering into a new position, whether it's professional or whether it's in a part or stage of your life. And this can bring up lots of energies because there is I'm hearing exaltation, but there's like this feeling of you on this ripple of change and transformation. And so today's portal, if we want to call it that, we are entering into this portal, this gateway between the eclipses, okay, the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. But we're also in a 999 portal today. So it is the ninth month, it is the ninth day. And if we add up 2025, 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. And so we're getting that triple effect. We're getting that trine of the energies today, the feminine, the inner child, and the masculine. So everything is coming into this stage of you entering into another new. Maybe this is an obstacle for some of you because I'm hearing obstacle. Maybe this is you releasing an illusion around, maybe you are entering in this stage of you're getting into your 40s or your 50s or 60s, right? A stage of your age of life, a new stage that you're entering into your profession, your career. Okay, and the next card that came up was Five of Air, and this is the Five of Swords. So this card says an unwise choice. There's a better way that will make you happier. Avoid people who lack integrity or who have questionable motives. So I want to ask Spirit right now, what is the energy behind the Five of Swords or the Five of Air? And we have Archangel Sandalphon that's showing up in this card because this card deck is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. And so Archangel Sandalphon is the archangel of music, of listening, of surrendering to the musical that you are playing in your life, that you're a part of, that you are either choosing to repeat certain patterns, certain behaviors, certain ways of living, or you're choosing to change up the record. You're choosing to put in a new cassette, right? or CD. Now I'm aging myself, but you're choosing to change the dial on that channel, okay, to change, like in Spotify, how you like change up the person you're listening to and it's their channel, but it's also like others who are similar to them. So you're being asked to Stand in your uniqueness. Stand in your individualism. Stand out from the crowd. Know that you do stand out from the crowd. So if you are going up into an interview right now, if you are up against others competing, hold the integrity, hold your uniqueness, honor your sacred connection to yourself. Don't lose yourself in this midst of you trying to create the change or trying to make the change happen, right? It's you dancing with the music and the rhythm of your sacred soul and spirit, okay? It's you listening and tuning into the nervousness, but also changing up that dial, changing up that channel, and seeing it as maybe excitement, maybe the unknown. And that part of your body is just saying, okay, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go with this energy. So you kind of mother it, you father it, you work with it, you work with the divine child within that's saying, I'm unsure. I don't know what's next. I don't know where to go. I don't know how to respond or react to this. It's you being that motherly, nurturing father, attentiveness, concerned, right? For yourself, for the way that you're feeling as you're entering into this new part of your mission, part of your path, part of your journey. Okay, we have the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Earth. You are grounding yourself in who you are. Okay, it's like I'm trying to figure out like where do I place these cards so that you guys can actually see them. Okay, like they're working hard. She's really putting in her feminine creativity. She's inspired. She has a vision. So someone here has a vision of creating something, of making something happen. And that is your feminine. You are birthing it. You are holding it in the womb. You are working and inventing something. What else is coming through? And then we have the masculine over there, right? The masculine presence. They're supporting, okay, supporting, asking her to lay out the vision. So some of you may have been feeling very scattered from this past lunar eclipse and into this gateway that we're in, especially like in the mind, in all of the actions and the goals, the oriented, imaginative ways that you can be doing things to make things happen. And so this is about you making and creating your goal setting, okay? Writing down on a piece of paper and seeing it. This is you taking action and following through with it. This is you following your destiny is what I'm hearing. Okay, so what does our inner child want to say and tell us about this destiny that we're entering, okay? This new phase of our life. What does our inner child want to share with us? Because I'm feeling very much like these are the inner child oracle decks cards. I'm going to pull 3 again because we're in this 3 energy, okay? 3 nines. It's only right. This first card that came up is, it is never truly the end, beloved. In this, everything will be okay. Okay, so some part, some path, some journey, some relationship, some type of ending has just happened. And it could be an internal one that's happened for you. It could be something that I feel like this is a behavior pattern that just ended for you. And you're almost in the void. You're almost in this, and this is why your mind has kind of felt so scattered. Your thoughts have been so scattered around how do you react or respond to this, right? Because it's new, because it is unknown, because there is no known way for you to respond or react to it, because you are now free from this karmic energy that bound you, and it feels very much ancestral, that was passed down to you generation after generation, and you unwound that, you released that, you separated yourself from that cord and that connection. This next card is number 44. You know the way. Trust your intuition on this journey. All right, so what are we getting from this card? And there's like a a refuge in the background. There's like this small little castle, this sacred space, this safe haven. And we have the butterfly spirit showing up along with the, what is this, a moose? I don't really know. It looks like a moose, you guys. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but she's turning her head towards, do I stay or do I go? And only you know that answer. Only you know that concept of freedom. Only you know that vision quest that's needed. And maybe this means you take off on a quest, okay? You take off on this new journey, this new path. You leave home. You leave what you've known to transform, to bloom, to take flight into something new, right? It is time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate after this full moon that just happened, the parts of you that have now been laid to rest, that now are returned to the infinite source. They're resting in peace, okay? Allow yourself peace and make peace with the parts of you that are feeling very brand new, okay? That are feeling very much like, I'm ready to sit on that throne. I'm ready to make what I know is my own happen in my life. And choosing to change up the scenery, choosing to change up your mind and your vision to gain clarity, taking yourself out of the norm, out of the regular, the mundane, all that you've been doing every day, day in and day out, and trying something new. Saying to yourself, okay, I usually go this route, but let me try this path today. And you might see something different, and it inspires you. It allows you to light that fire again that feels a little bit burnt out, okay? For some of you, I'm going back to this card right now, the fire has been burnt out. You felt a little drained. You felt like there's been something that's been blocking your creativity, your inspiration, your playfulness. And this is just an invitation for you to get inspired again. Get inspired by a new scenery. Take yourself on an adventure. Take yourself out of the norm and the regular, okay? They keep on repeating that over and over again. All right, are there any other messages that would like to come out for us today? Claim your sovereignty in your body, okay? Listen to this card, this is crazy. Yeah, I knew this was coming. So as you know, like within these sessions that we come together, and it is about the body, mind, and spirit. It is about you connecting in with your soul, the light of your soul, okay? And this card is all about becoming aware, listening to the wisdom of the body. And we have the cheetah animal spirit here. We have a lot of sacral, peachy, red, ruby, root chakra energies, but we also see some of this darkness within the sky. And there is light within the darkness. And this is you just becoming aware of where you're not allowing yourself to tune into what you're feeling, okay? For a long, long time, you've bottled up sensations. You've bottled up emotions. And I almost feel very sad right now. I feel like very emotional right now when I'm tuning into this part of you that's been kept in the dark. But this part of you has lots of connections and will connect the dots, just like the stars in the sky and the planets and all of that connection that we have with astrology, that we have with the cosmos, that cosmic connection that we all are related to and with. And the more you sit and you meditate, you take time to find stillness, to really anchor in on this new vision, this new life that is unfolding, that you are entering this stage of yourself in, the more it will make sense why you had to go and experience what you had to grow and go through in your life. I love this. And also they're pointing me to this like North Star right now. This North Star that's directly aligned on top of the head of the cheetah. or the leopard. It looks like a cheetah. But this North Star, you are entering into your destiny, your north point, your north node. You are entering into this sacred pathway of where it will all fall into place, where it will all come back into alignment for the self, for you to self realize and self acknowledge that, oh my gosh, I had to go all these different pathways and routes and destinations, just to get back to myself, just to get back to the realness, the rawness of who I am at my core, where it all began. All right, you guys, these were the messages for today. Let me know in the comments if this resonated, and I will see you in the next video.